गोइंग थ्रू द जर्नी, यार वो फाउंडर की जर्नी ना बड़ी साइन वेव जैसी होती है. ऑन वन मोमेंट, ऑन वन फोन कॉल, यू विल बी लाइक एक्सट्रीमली हैप्पी अबाउट समथिंग गुड हैपनिंग. यू प्रॉब्ली मेड अ ग्रेट हायर, योर टीम हैज मेड अ ग्रेट सेल्स क्लोजिंग और समथिंग. ऑन द अदर हैंड शायद प्रोडक्ट में इशू आ जाए.
कोविड के टाइम पे ना, आई मीन were you secretly happy कि लॉकडाउन और कोविड हो गया है?
You can always think that, and every edtech founder in the country would have thought that. But the next morning when you wake up, you also realize that that same COVID has the potential to take you away from people who love you, and vice versa.
Give me 3 startup jargons that are just thrown randomly but make no sense.
Virality coefficient, product market fit.
I think 2 are enough. ठीक है. Interstellar देखिए ना?
No.
अरे यार मेरा पहला क्वेश्चन ही वेस्ट हो गया. What's the one thing about you that you're sure your employees hate? If Class Plus was a street food stall, what would you be shouting to pull in the customer? Would you rather buy an IPL team if you could, or be featured as one of the sharks in Shark Tank? What will you trade your Forbes 30 under 30 title for? An Oscar award for best director or a Padma Shri?
If you are good at anything in life, we think that you can make more money by teaching people how to do that rather than doing it yourself.
But not every story can be a success story. That's for
Obviously,
sure. I
obviously.
mean, the success. What is the success rate?
1500 to 2000 creators using our tech stack make more than 1 lakh rupees every month. By 21 में I think हमने 16 करोड़ का रेवेन्यू किया था. इस साल हम 300 क्रॉस करेंगे.
एक सेकंड आपके बैंक में 300 करोड़ है?
नहीं ये रेवेन्यू है, साल का रेवेन्यू.
अच्छा.
बैंक में तो उससे ज़्यादा है. ठीक है. तो सो वी सेड कि यार फोमो नहीं करना लाइफ में कि भाई उसने इतने पैसे उठा लिए, उसने ये वाली कंपनी एक्वायर कर ली है. तो आता था कई बार प्रेशर में आता था कि यार तुम्हारे पास इतना कैश पड़ा है, चलो कंपनीज एक्वायर करते हैं. है ना, किसी फाउंडर को बड़ी थ्रिल आती है कि यार 30 साल के हो जाके कंपनी एक्वायर. अरे कंपनी एक्वायर, लाइक एक्वायरिंग अ कंपनी इज लाइक अ शेफ buying vegetables. That game does not stop there. The real meat is when the chef essentially uses those vegetables to prepare a great dish. So we just formalized that process and we made it possible for people to coach other people.
For more rounds
now
of
we are
money.
profitable.
Yeah.
And
so you don't need the investments
yeah,
anymore?
we raised 65 million in the last round. We have more money than that in the bank today. We're profitable.
So while the world was crashing at one point, what did you, in that climate, in that chaos, what did you think you did right?
What happened was, and I'll give you some numbers before I delve into philosophy. FY22 we did 45, FY23 we did 149, FY24 we did I think 216. This year we'll cross like 300 to 350, something around that. वो आज की जनरेशन को ना समझ में नहीं आएगा, but for kids who have grown in 80s and 90s, going out to eat was a celebration and emotion in itself, right?
I feel you, absolutely agree with you.
I come from like Noida to Lajpat and I take like 20 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, that's by the way the place that we picked up because you recommended Asian. Please for Indians, yeah. Yeah. The young, slightly shy-looking guy on your screen happens to be one of India's youngest co-founders and CEOs. Mukul Rustagi is a rarity in more ways than one. After all, building a successful edtech startup valued at over $500 million in India isn't exactly everyday business. It took a bit of convincing to get him on board, but here he is, featuring in the pilot episode of Profit and Palette. What followed was a candid, fun, insightful, and refreshingly honest conversation served over his favorite cuisine, Asian. Let's tune in. I might also.
सर आप एक काम करिए, आप ना मेरे को बॉटल ही दे दीजिए पानी की. मेरे को पानी की बॉटल ले दो आप मेरे को, मैं भरता रहूँगा अपना. No, I love drinking water. It's my favorite drink. So yeah, at least on camera. ठीक है.
I don't have a formal intro, but
Same.
अब इंस्टाग्राम तो स्टॉक कर ही रहा था. मैं देख रहा था कि यार ठीक है, आई शुड बी एबल टू नो इनफ कि यार क्या बंदे हैं, क्या है. I mean, even though I had heard enough and I had studied enough about Class Plus क्या है, कैसा है, but then I wanted to know you as a person. That is when I got to know that Saurav Ganguly was somebody who was associated. He still is?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's still a brand ambassador. यार तो देखो, I've been a big cricket buff since like every Indian middle class boy. Like I've been like, cricket used to be the highlight of the day every now and then.
Yeah.
And all of us have grown through 90s. And during that, there were only two kinds of superstars in the country. Either Bollywood or cricket. For me, I was not really a Bollywood guy. ज़्यादा मूवी देखी नहीं मैंने लाइफ में. तो I think I've watched less than 40 movies in my entire life.
In your entire life?
Yeah, till now. Like English and Hindi combined. In fact, I commonly joke it कि वो मेरा retirement plan है.
Did that fear ever play on your mind कि यार पढ़ना बहुत जरूरी है टू बी एबल टू मेक अ करियर, या फिर ऐसा होता है कि नहीं यार मैं स्कूल जाऊँ कॉलेज ना जाऊँ आई विल बी एबल टू मेक इट, एक फिलोसफी आती है?
नहीं यार, वो मेरे को थोड़ा सा ना इररेशनल एक्सुबरेंस लगता है. इनफैक्ट आई डोंट इवन थिंक दैट इज ट्रू. फॉर एवरीबडी हु इज नॉट गुड एट, and forget today's generation, I'm talking about my generation, which was like 90s and 2000s kids hain, when like the Indian service industry was just about booming, right? For every success that we see of somebody who was not academically great, there are probably 5 times more that have not. So it's a very sample bias.
Yeah.
It's like saying कि यार college drop out करके तुम एक बहुत ही sexy entrepreneur बन जाओगे, बहुत बड़ी कंपनी बन जाएगी.
Wow.
And people take the example of
थोड़ा glorified है वो.
हाँ, वो glorified है. Because it's on a very small sample set. Right? It's a sample bias. It's like यार मैंने 3 लोगों से बात करी और उसमें से एक बंदे के ना मैथ्स में 100 आए तो 1/3 of India scores 100 out of 100 in maths. No, that observation cannot be extrapolated into real life, right? Or I meet 5 people and I say 2 people like chicken, or let's say butter chicken, so 40% of India like butter chicken. Maybe that number is more than 40, maybe that number is less than 40, right? Life choices taken out of fad and FOMO end up bad. Because you never realize that the fad and FOMO that you are following aroused out of what situations and who was the one taking that. So I think yeah, so for that I was very clear कि यार I don't know, my point was that if we don't study well in life, maybe we still do good, maybe. But if we study well in life, then we'll definitely do good.
Yeah.
So my point was very clear कि यार let's and I loved studying. By the way, that also helped. I really loved studying. I still love studying about anything in life. So I just said कि ठीक है, let's do enough in life so that we have a bare shell or a bare base case ready in life, so that life में 0 to 1 sorted है. Then can we use that 0 to 1 to be a little more experimental, a little more courageous, and do what we really want to like. Because once your base and 0 to 1 is sorted, that gives you a lot of courage and a lot of freedom to try what you want. Because even if you fail, you still have something core to return to. So that is why basically I said कि यार फिर मतलब luckily, very luckily, I use the word luck very generously, because I think luck is a great component of everybody's success.
Okay, you believe so?
Oh, a lot. I think it is probably the people generally think that if they attribute their success to luck, they will be how do I say? They'll basically belittle their own hard work, but that's not. It's just that you're grateful for chances that have happened to you, right people, right time, right frame of mind, right opportunities. A lot of this is.
उसका कोई एग्जांपल दोगे आपकी that luck might have helped you in some way?
तो हमारा पिछला स्टार्टअप बेसिकली बंद हो चुका था. मैंने और मी एंड माय को-फाउंडर भास्वत, हमने इससे पहले भी एक एडटेक स्टार्टअप किया था 2015 से 17 तक, वो बंद हो गया था. हमारे पास 1 महीने के पैसे बचे थे, ठीक है, और एसेंशियली हम लोगों ने एक प्रोडक्ट बनाने का सोचा, ठीक है, और एसेंशियली हमने कहा कि यार हम एक B2B प्रोडक्ट बनाएंगे और जाके बेसिकली 100 टीचर्स से बात करेंगे. अगर 100 टीचर्स में से 20 टीचर्स ने भी पैसे दे दिए हम लोग को, तो फिर भाई हम जुड़ जाएंगे और फिर ये बेसिकली प्रोडक्ट बनाएंगे. और वैसा प्रोडक्ट कभी आया नहीं था. लाइक अब हमारे पास भी 1 महीने में टाइम तो था नहीं प्रोडक्ट बनाने का, तो हम लोगों ने वी सेड कि यार हमें पता तो है हम टेकीज हैं लाइफ में, हम प्रोडक्ट बना लेंगे. एंड हमने जाके बेसिकली ब्रोशर सेल किए कुछ टीचर्स को. एंड यू वोंट बिलीव 20 आउट ऑफ द फर्स्ट 50 टीचर्स वी मेट, दे वर सो काइंड इनफ. दे सेड कि हाँ यार मतलब दिस प्रोडक्ट अगर ये बन जाता है, दिस विल रियली हेल्प आवर लाइफ, एंड यू आर 2 रियली एजुकेटेड गाइज, एंड तुम ये मतलब जॉब छोड़ के अपना ये सब कर रहे हो, तो यू मस्ट बी रियली सिंसियर. यू वोंट बिलीव इट, लाइक first 20 out of the 50 teachers we met, they like paid us 15,000 rupees in advance, and that's not common in India. That's not common in India.
In your first pitch, you mean?
Yeah.
पहली pitch में?
Yeah.
That's
and मतलब तो and suddenly वो 3-4-5 लाख रुपए जो इकट्ठा हुए हमारे, वो एडवांसेस दे दिए टीचर्स. बिकॉज हमने टीचर्स को बता दिया था कि सर अभी ना प्रोडक्ट बनने में 2 महीने लगेंगे, हमारे पास 1 महीने के पैसे हैं, तो अगर एडवांस नहीं लेंगे तो हम प्रोडक्ट नहीं बना पाएंगे. बट आप एडवांस दे दो तो हम 1 महीने बाद प्रोडक्ट डिलीवर कर देंगे. यार कहाँ होता है इंडिया में? नहीं होता. बट अ लॉट ऑफ टीचर्स एसेंशली लाइक टीचर्स एंड कोचिंग इंस्टीट्यूट्स को हम सॉफ्टवेयर सेल करते थे तब. यार दे अंडरस्टूड, दे सेड कि यार वी अंडरस्टैंड कि तुम पढ़े लिखे बंदे हो, अपनी जॉब छोड़ के ये कर रहे हो, इतना सीरियसली कर रहे हो, तो चलो ठीक है हम तुम्हें आधे पौने पैसे एडवांस में दे देते हैं और बस प्रोडक्ट टाइम पे डिलीवर कर देना. नाउ आई शुड एट्रीब्यूट इट टू व्हाट? डिड आई पिच रियली वेल? मैं तो पहले भी बाकी VCs को भी उतने अच्छा पिच कर रहा था, या अच्छा या खराब जो भी है. शुड आई एट्रीब्यूट टू टाइम्स? मतलब टाइम्स की भी अपने हर एक स्टार्टअप के डिफरेंट एक्सपीरियंसेस हुए हैं. शुड आई एट्रीब्यूट द सक्सेस टू द हार्ड वर्किंग टीम? वो पहले भी हार्ड वर्किंग थी, तब भी हार्ड वर्किंग थी. So I am a firm believer that there is some sort of, now whether you call it God, whether you call it spirituality, whether you call it destiny, I am a firm believer of luck and destiny, and I'm like, yeah, that is one of the, like anybody who does not respect luck is either arrogant, or they're ignorant, or they're narcissistic, or they're completely delusional in life, right?
That's very yeah, मतलब strong thoughts, strong opinions about it.
Yeah, very much. Like I said, or they're like absolutely क्या कहते हैं उसे, like they're ungrateful. Like then, because then everybody has that how do I say, prophecy that whatever they have done, they are completely self-made. My point is there is nobody self-made, right? From people around you to your timing to what you are doing, right place, right time, right opportunity, right parents, right family, right, born in the right country. I'm like, these are mass things which can massively influence how your upbringing and lifestyle is. And if you can't be thankful,
अच्छा बिफोर यू डाइव इनटू दैट यार, बहुत बहुत देर से बात कर रहे हैं, खाना कुछ नहीं हमने मंगाया है,
आप कुछ भी ऑर्डर कर दो यार.
मंगाते हैं कुछ. व्हाट शुड बी ऑर्डर यार? कुछ अजूला स्पेशल हो जाए. मुकलस ऑलरेडी सेड कि हिज फेवरेट ड्रिंक इज पानी.
ऑन है ना. Yeah.
सुशी मेरा नॉनवेज मंगाया, चलेगा ना?
Obviously, sushi तो वेज खा ही नहीं सकते. That's like non-veg biryani. That's veg biryani, right?
प्रॉफिट एंड पैलेट के पहले एपिसोड के पहले सेगमेंट के बाद ही हमने लोकेशन चेंज कर दिया बिकॉज बजट बहुत हाई है. आर यू क्रिकेट भक्त और गांगुली भक्त?
Great bug overall. I love this. Like I really, some part of my professional stint, I don't know this one or something else, but in my lifetime I want to do at least one professional stint which is related somewhere to the cricket. Now whether it is about, चाहे वो कमेंट्री करने का मौका मिल जाए, चाहे कवर करने का मौका मिल जाए, चाहे टीम ओन करने का मौका मिल जाए, खेलने का तो देगा नहीं कोई अब.
अच्छा ये मतलब इज इट विद एवरी सक्सेसफुल फाउंडर इफ आई कैन कॉल इट, आई मीन व्हेन दे आर सैचुरेटेड, नॉट सैचुरेटेड, व्हेन दे हैव मेड इट, तब ना एक होता है कि नहीं यार एक फिल्म मेकिंग इंस्टिंक्ट भी अंदर होती है, एक स्पोर्ट्स वाली भी होती है, एक हॉबी वाली भी होती है, कि उस समय लगता है कि नहीं सारे हॉबीज हम लोग कहीं ना कहीं
यार उसमें मेरा पॉइंट है कि यार
ये थॉट पहले नहीं आता होगा वैल्यू ऑफ हसलिंग.
Because some things you do for stomach and some things you do for soul, and you can only afford to think about doing stuff for soul when you are done with the
stomach is
part. So once you have done your 0 to 1 in life, and now you know that there is some base case where your life is at least decent and you can be happy about it, and then you are, so Maslow's pyramid if you understand, Maslow's pyramid में यही होता है ना, सबसे नीचे food shelter होता है, फिर security होता है, फिर love and belonging होता है. As you go higher in order in life, as you grow older or you have more resources at your hand, तब तुम कहते हो कि यार नहीं अब मैं I would want to work for things which are self esteem, फिर वो pride हो, philanthropy हो, whatever else. And then the highest tier in Maslow's law of pyramid is self actualization, which like what do you really want to do, what do you really want to be remembered for, and I think those are the kind of soul things. So once people are done, and that's where you look like as people go into their 50s, they're a little more spiritual, they're a little more philanthropic, they're a little more towards the impact side of it, because it's like you can only solve other aspects of your life or others' life only after you have solved the basic aspects of your life. So once you have done that 0 to 1, everybody, I have a personal belief, if humankind was just divided into scientists and artists, every human is an artist by the core. They need to be a scientist to ensure that they live their life well.
Well said. I know it's not the most appropriate thing to say, least of all at the beginning, but कोविड के टाइम पे ना, आई मीन were you secretly happy कि लॉकडाउन और कोविड हो गया है? आई मीन एंड यू कांट से कि नहीं, मतलब you can't qualify as a human अगर आप बोलो कि नहीं यार, you had to be secretly happy, right?
Now I'll tell you, so what you have observed is not wrong. But I won't call I was happy during COVID, because as like if somebody thinks that you are blessing that hey we are in a tech company and now COVID has come up and this is our probably demonetization movement, and like what demonetization and wallets and fintech would do that, you can always think that, and every edtech founder in the country would have thought that at least a few times in their life when COVID struck. But the next morning when you wake up, you also realize that that same COVID has the potential to take you away from people who love you and vice versa. And there is nothing beyond that. But there's nothing above that. So while I won't say I was happy about it, it's just that while everybody was just grappling with the fear and the sadness of this happening, at least we had something good to look forward in life. At least, so I personally say it was such a good, it was such a, I should not use the word thankfully for this, but I couldn't live my entire day in life during COVID just thinking कि अरे यार कहीं मैं बीमार ना पड़ जाऊँ, मेरी फैमिली बीमार ना पड़ जाए, कोई मेरे टीम में.
Did you have the time to think all of this? Because
yeah, you are, because यार काम कितना कर लोगे जब when you are lying on your bed and you are not able to fall asleep right away, then what are you thinking? Every call that comes from home, you are like यार I hope there's no there's no issue with their health. क्या था एक इन टर्म्स ऑफ ग्राफ क्या
What was the
graph
spike?
तो मतलब
कोविड में कितना आपको
मैं
किया है?
पता है जब हमने कोविड स्टार्ट किया था तो आई रिमेंबर अब एग्जैक्टली नंबर्स एग्जैक्ट नहीं याद होगा बट एट दैट पॉइंट हाँ मेरे को अब थोड़े से नंबर याद आ गए वी यूज टू हैव लाइक 150 odd coaching centers and creators coming us and paying us and buying us. So what we do at ClassPass is basically if there is any creator or if there is any educator in the country who has their own social media following, किसी का Instagram पे 50,000 का following है, किसी का YouTube पे 100,000 का following है, and everybody wants to monetize their online following. And the easiest way to monetize your online fan base is by selling them online courses. Now to sell online courses to anybody in country, you need one website or one app that where you can put your courses on. तो marketplace model does not work here, but हर किसी की अपनी फॉलोइंग होती है तो हर कोई बेसिकली जाके यूट्यूब पे बोलना चाहता है कि यार ये मेरा चैनल है, ये मेरे फॉलोअर्स हैं, आपको अगर मेरी फ्री क्लासेज या मेरे फ्री वीडियोस अच्छे लग रहे हैं तो आप पेड कोर्सेज भी खरीद सकते हो, बट उसके लिए आपको एक वेबसाइट या फिर एक ऐप बनानी होती है. लाइक टीचर्स कैन नॉट मेक दैट, एनी ह्यूमन बीइंग नॉर्मली कैन नॉट मेक देयर ओन वेबसाइट एंड एप्स. Like ClassPass does that. ClassPass essentially has a responsibility. ClassPass take the responsibility that you take care of growing your social media base. You take care of your content. We will give you an app by your own name. तो यथार्थ को हम यथार्थ मीडिया क्लासेस नाम की ऐप और वेबसाइट दे देंगे. आप उस पर बेसिकली अपने कोर्सेज डालो, आप लाइव क्लासेस डालो, आप रिकॉर्डेड वीडियोस डालो, आप टेस्ट डालो, नोट्स डालो, आपको जो डालने हैं उनके पैकेजेस बनाओ एंड देन यू कैन ऑलवेज गो टू योर सोशल मीडिया एंड से दैट हे इफ यू लाइक मोर ऑफ माई कॉन्टेंट यू कैन परचेज माई ऑनलाइन कोर्सेज. नाउ दैट इज ग्रेट फॉर द लर्नर्स ऑल्सो बिकॉज नाउ they can get your content and they can pay and get your content while sitting in any part of the world. And for you also, apart from running your physical center, you also have now a online coaching center and a second income to your say in your kitty. So while you essentially make money and like more financial success because of being able to distribute your courses to such a large audience, the audience also gets it much cheaper while not needing to come to your center or like really pay heavy exorbitant fees of offline classes. So tier 2 tier 3 में जितने भी है चाहे किसी को कुछ भी सीखना हो, so we have creators on our platform who are not just using it for कि IIT JEE की कोचिंग पढ़ा रहे हैं या हम यूपीएससी कोचिंग पढ़ा रहे हैं. लोग हमारे प्लेटफॉर्म यूज़ करके खेती पढ़ाते हैं. पीपल टीच yoga and fitness, people teach spoken English, people teach personality development. In fact, 2 of our customers actually went to Shark Tank last year.
If I wanted to start a film criticism course यथार्थ चौहान के नाम से,
Not just
how would ClassPass help me?
Yeah, you will basically come to ClassPass and we'll give you a, let's pick up a name for your academy. Let's say, what would you want to call your app, let's say?
Balcony full.
Yeah, so we'll give let's say Yatharth's full balcony. Let's simplify it. We'll give you an app. तो अब आपकी Google Play Store पे एक app होगी which will be named Yatharth Full Balcony.
The food is there by the way. Oh.
It's sushi.
Oh, thank you so much. That's the Azula special, right? Yeah, that's important to know.
Thank you. Thanks a lot for this.
In fact, हम लोग को ना कम सर्व करना, so that we can have the appetite to try more.
तो यथार्थ विल पुट बेसिकली ऑल काइंड ऑफ वीडियो कंटेंट दैट ही वांट्स टू बुक, चाहे वो मूवीज़ के बनाने के बारे में हो, चाहे वो मूवीज़ के क्रिटिसिज्म के बारे में हो या रिव्यूज़ के बारे में हो या फिर प्रोडक्शन के हाउस कैसे सेटअप करते हैं, कैमरा कैसे मूव करते हैं, स्टफ लाइक दैट, राइट. एंड देन ही कैन मेक लाइक ऑनलाइन कोर्सेज ऑन ईच ऑफ देम. ही कैन से कि यार ये मेरा ना फिल्म प्रोडक्शन कोर्स है वेयर आई विल टीच यू ओवर अ 5 or 6 वीडियो लेसन्स हाउ टू सेटअप अ कैमरा एंड हाउ टू सेटअप द ऑडियो. देन देयर वुड बी अनदर कोर्स अराउंड लेट्स से स्क्रीन प्ले और स्क्रिप्ट राइटिंग. एंड देन एनीबडी इन द वर्ल्ड एंड देन यथार्थ विल बेसिकली से कि यार ना मेरे को किसी मार्केट प्लेस पे जाके या किसी प्रोडक्शन हाउस के साथ काम करने की जरूरत नहीं है भाई, आज से मैं एम्प्लॉय नहीं हूँ, आज से मैं एंटरप्रेन्योर हूँ, अब मेरी खुद की ऐप है. एंड यथार्थ विल गो ऑन हिज सोशल मीडिया एंड से गाइस नाउ आई हैव लॉन्च्ड माय ओन ऐप एंड नाउ आई कैन टीच यू फिल्म मेकिंग right from my app and all you have to do is just download my app and whatever course that you like you can just pay online and get access to it from any part of the world anytime that you want.
If you have to explain it to a 12-year-old, आप ये बोलोगे ना that you're giving the entire tech support to somebody who doesn't have the means to.
This is the drinks from Azula side.
Complimentary?
Yes, sir.
अरे वाह.
So basically जो 90s में लोग बेसिकली वेबसाइट बनाते थे, 2020s में बेसिकली दैट वाज मोबाइल एप्स बिकॉज ऑल कॉमर्स. सो अगर किसी को भी अपना एजुकेशन को ऑनलाइन धंधा स्टार्ट करना है बाय सेलिंग ऑनलाइन कोर्सेज, देन दे कम टू ClassPass and we give.
And what do I have to give to you? Do you have to have a revenue share?
Yeah, we do a revenue share. So we typically take like 7 to 10% of the earnings on whatever gets sold to the app. But in exchange of that, the entire tech experience, the entire listing experience, the entire media streaming, the entire cloud cost, all of that is basically our thing. So we say that the creator should essentially just focus on 2 things: growing their social media base and basically creating great online courses for their students, while we take care of all the tech.
But not every story can be a success story. That's for
Obviously,
sure. I mean, the success. What is the success rate? I mean, if I can ask.
20 to 25% of the creators who come up,
हाँ.
they essentially make. So, for example, I'll give you an idea. Roughly 1500 to 1800, 1500 to 2000 creators using our tech stack make more than 1 lakh rupees every month, which is like a great, because that's typically like a 15,000 USD per year kind of an income in a country where the GDP per capita is less than 3,000.
Okay.
So that's like that's a
I see. Now that we've spoken about it, would you recommend somebody like me to quit my job and maybe get on board as a creator?
No, I would first say that first build your social media profile.
अच्छा ये ज़रूरी है.
Yeah, because if you don't have distribution, how will you tell people that you have launched a course and how will you drive the demand?
Okay.
So once you have a critical threshold of demand that is following you out on the internet and who are essentially trusting you with their watch time every now and then you know that they find value, and if you put paid and higher quality content for them, they'll also purchase that online courses, and then you can also make money and they can also drive value.
So you're leveraging the influence of the creators in a way.
So basically जो लोग basically तो आज से 5 साल पहले क्या होता था, people used to make their social media following, चाहे वो Facebook पे बनाए, चाहे Telegram पे बनाए, चाहे YouTube पे बनाए, चाहे Instagram पे बनाए, but उससे क्या होता था, likes मिलते थे, shares मिलते थे, comments आते थे, none of that translates into bank balance. So we said that don't just operate for the heck of vanity metrics. If you also want to monetize your social media following, the easiest way is by selling online courses. So we said that you take care of basically growing your social media base, and you take care of your content, while we'll give you the tech stack so that you can basically some point in life you quit your current day job and say ki bhai I'm a content entrepreneur and I have a global presence on internet and I can make more money than what I used to make while in it.
I have a follow up question to that. उससे पहले खा लेते हैं before it gets ठंडा, जो कि हो चुका है already.
The good part is sushi is a cold food, so yeah.
Yeah, चलेगा.
Yeah.
इसमें soy sauce है. डिमसम से start करें या फिर sushi से?
डिमसम से कर लेते हैं.
डिमसम से करते हैं. How big a component food is in your life? मतलब एक होता है ना कि कुछ लोग का होता है कि यार नहीं, they're very particular about food. एक होता है they're food fanatics. एक होता है कि नहीं, it's just for fuel.
Yeah. So बहुत simple saying है. Some people say that they live to eat.
Yeah.
Other people say that they eat to live. I'm on the latter one. So when I see food, I'm just wired that way. वो पता है क्यों है? क्योंकि मेरी मम्मी का ना एक रूल था कि मैं जो टिफिन में दूंगी वो वापस नहीं आना है घर पे. एंड शी वाज लाइक क्या भाई न्यूट्रिशन बहुत ज़रूरी है. तो मेरे लंच में ना मैगी, ब्रेड जैम और ये सब नहीं होता था. देयर वाज लाइक वो रोटी होगी और एक सब्जी होगी और वो कुछ भी हो सकती है. वो टिंडा भी हो सकता है, वो घिया भी हो सकती है, वो तोरी भी हो सकती है, वो अरबी भी हो सकती है, और वो होगी भी, बिकॉज माय फैमिली लाइक इज वेरी केयरिंग अबाउट न्यूट्रिशन. So during my childhood, I essentially was wired that way. That food is essentially nutrition for you. It is not a source of pleasure. It's not joy. It's not meant for just fun. Like obviously you have to enjoy what you eat, but you don't just eat what you enjoy, because if you only start doing that, then all you will be having all day is carb, sugar, fried, because obviously that's a that suits your tongue the best, right? So for me, मैं प्लेट देखता हूँ, मेरे को दिखता है कि यार क्या कार्ब्स है, क्या प्रोटीन है, क्या फाइबर है, क्या विटामिन है इसमें, and
so you can count the calories when you see a dish.
Yeah, at least I can say यार how bad is it? Yeah. So and quantity. I've also realized that there's no good food or bad food. It's not about what is good, what is bad. It's about how much of it you eat. So how much is far more important than like what you eat. But for me, like food is mostly nutrition and a fuel to function, and I eat to live. And that's why I respect food, because you can't function well without food. And I'm very, very particular about what I eat.
But having been born and brought up in a North Indian city, तो वो है कि एक नॉर्थ इंडियन फूड से एक अफिनिटी की नहीं यार वो सोल सेटिस्फाइंग तो वही होता है. फिर इज इट लाइक कि यार नहीं मेरा एशियन एक प्रिफर्ड कुजीन बन चुका है या कुछ और?
आई थिंक वो नॉर्थ इंडियन ऑब्वियसली यू आर, बट
इफ आई कैन से घर का खाना, लेट्स नॉट कॉल नॉर्थ इंडियन.
घर का खाना बहुत पसंद है, बहुत 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 ज़्यादा पसंद है. मतलब I think again goes to childhood. Like we always mostly used to eat at home. My mom was also very particular. Like she was a teacher. I also have a brother. So she was taking care of 2 kids. But still she was like very very particular कि यार कुछ भी रख लूँगी मैं, मेड रख लूँगी, कपड़े धोने के लिए रख लूँगी कोई, या कोई भी डोमेस्टिक हेल्प में रख लूँगा, बट कुकिंग नहीं होगा, बिकॉज दैट इज
that's a very Indian thing to do.
Yeah, so she was like कि भाई खाना तो घर में बनेगा, ठीक है, like going out and eating like in most Indian. So आपने पता नहीं वो TVF की एक सीरीज देखी है नहीं देखी, ये मेरी फैमिली है.
I love it.
ठीक है, तो ये मेरी फैमिली है का ना सीजन 1 का एपिसोड नंबर 3 है, जिसमें वो कहते हैं कि जिसमें डैड की कूलनेस के बारे में बात हो रही है, क्रिकेट वाला है ना. और उसमें फिर वो घर पे पेंट वेंट चल रहा होता है, फिर वो डैड आते हैं और वो कहते हैं कि यार चलो आज बाहर खाना खा लेते हैं क्योंकि पेंट वेंट सूख रहे हैं, राइट. and suddenly the entire family starts dressing up.
Yeah.
Right.
खाना खाने बाहर जा रहे हैं.
हाँ, वो आज की जनरेशन को ना समझ में नहीं आएगा, but for kids who have grown in 80s and
Yeah,
90s, going out to eat was a celebration and emotion in itself,
I
right?
feel you. Absolutely agree with you.
It was not a routine. जैसे आज हम उठा के चले थे
And
ना.
that is probably why the food tasted so nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could value and savor it way more because it was an occasion.
अभी हम लोग
right?
बाहर जाते हैं तो we could be the critic in, I mean the inner critic in us कि नहीं इतना अच्छा नहीं है. Back then every time you went out, that applies to the movies also. मैं आपको बताऊंगा उस बारे में. Every time you went out to eat, you know, I mean you ended up liking the food more often than not. The same applied to movies. अगर आप मैं जब बचपन में मूवीज देखने जाता था सिंगल स्क्रीन में, अगर आप यार आप साल में 2-3 मूवीज देखने जा रहे हो, you will end up absolutely liking the film. आपको वो एक्सपीरियंस ही नहीं मिला ना कभी.
No, abundance spoils value beyond a point. Like scarcity creates perception,
Agreed.
scarcity
100%.
creates respect, and like abundance just dilutes the entire emotion. So I'm like, yeah, rather than abundance on it, I would rather do it 3 times out of 10 times so that at least I can like value it.
Let's rather
which
see
is
as well.
nothing but bottom line saying quality over quantity. So
Right, agreed, absolutely.
So
How did
for-
you like the dim sums, by the way?
by the I love it. I loved it.
मुझे भी.
They're the right blend of spicy actually.
The darkest and the most depressing stories also came from EdTech, if not during COVID, but at least post COVID. तो
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean कुछ brands के पास salaries देने के पैसे नहीं थे, लेकिन वो Indian jersey को sponsor करने के पैसे थे. So while the world was crashing at one point, what did you, in that climate, in that chaos, what did you think you did right?
I think that is again, yeah. I think my humble upbringing played a lot. It's one of my favorite topics that you have touched right now. What I'll tell you is not just about business. That thing has transformed me as a person, and I could. And it's, by the way, it's not about me. Like when ClassPlus does something well, it is equally about me, my co-founder. My co-founder and I have been like 17-year-old friends now. Like हम JEE की तैयारी साथ में करते थे. और मतलब now we have spent, like we are both going to turn 34 this year. We have spent more life knowing each other than not knowing each other,
Yeah.
right? So it's as much about me, it's as much about him, it's as much about the first 100 people, it's as much about anybody who wakes up today and diligently puts in their like effort. And I don't like calling ours because ours is not the right yardstick. What happened was, and I'll give you some numbers before I delve into philosophy.
ठीक है.
FY21, which was the peak of COVID, right? We did like 16 crores of revenue. FY22, we did like 45 crores of revenue. Yeah, FY22 we did 45, FY23 we did 149, FY24 we did I think 216 or 250, something around that, and this year we'll cross like 300 to 350, something around that. I think we'll definitely cross 300. But
$300 million dollars.
no, INR CR.
CR,
करोड़
okay.
करोड़ में बात करता हूँ.
ठीक है, ठीक है, चलेगा,
देसी
चलेगा.
एंटरप्रेन्योर हूँ मैं.
हाँ,
तो
okay.
FY21 में आई थिंक हमने 16 करोड़ का रेवेन्यू किया था. इस साल हम 300 क्रॉस करेंगे.
एक सेकंड, आपके बैंक में 300 करोड़ है.
नहीं नहीं, ये रेवेन्यू है, साल का रेवेन्यू.
अच्छा.
बैंक में तो उससे ज्यादा है. ठीक है, तो बैंक में उससे ज्यादा है.
ठीक है.
So while the world says that edtech has suffered post COVID, यार हमारी तो सारी ग्रोथ ही पोस्ट कोविड आई है. मतलब जब कोविड खत्म हुआ FY22 में, तब तो हम 40 करोड़ साल का करते थे. इस साल हम 300 पार करेंगे. तो दैट्स लाइक 8x in the last 3 years when the world was crashing in edtech, I think.
ठीक है.
I think 2 or 3 things that we did very different. It's still very young to say whether they were the right things or wrong things. But I think we were not over ambitious in life. So we knew very well कि हमारी limitations क्या हैं, हमें क्या करना आता है, किन segments में हमें हाथ मारना है, क्या चीज़ें हमें नहीं आती. For example, we knew that we are not a very flashy consumer brand. We are not somebody who can like just go and do stage shows with like celebrities and spend money in the name of branding. We never knew how to do that, right? And वी सेट किया ठीक है, जो नहीं आता वो नहीं करेंगे, बट हाँ प्रोडक्ट बनाना आता है, टेक अच्छे से करना आता है, कस्टमर सक्सेस काफ़ी अच्छा आता है, वी आर वेरी डिलीजेंट इन आर ऑप्स, सो वी सेट वो करेंगे. वी ऑल्सो चोज वेरी डिफरेंशिएटेड मार्केट्स. सो वाइल द वर्ल्ड वॉज रशिंग टूवर्ड्स IIT JEE एंड स्टफ, हम लोग तो B2B SaaS करते थे. देन वी एक्वायर्ड अ कंपनी ड्यूरिंग कोविड विच इज कॉल्ड टेक्स्टबुक, विच इज इंडियाज लार्जेस्ट गवर्नमेंट एग्जाम्स टेस्ट पोर्टल. That company has, we acquired that company like during
2018 में is when ClassPlus was born, right?
ClassPlus was started in 2018.
Okay.
2022 के end में basically we acquired Textbook also, and Textbook has also gone like it has turned profitable. It has grown 4x since that. तो हमने ना segment बहुत cleanly choose किया. हमने कहा सब लोग IIT JEE कर रहे हैं, हमें तो हमारे पास कोई एज ही नहीं है ना. मैं और भाषा खुद टीचर है, ठीक है ना, हम मतलब ठीक है बस IIT JEE से हमारा इतना रिश्ता है कि हमने IIT JEE की तैयारी करी है, but that does not give us the right to basically build a great IIT JEE brand. So मैं कहा हमें नहीं आता है, ठीक है. So we said किया, लेकिन गवर्नमेंट एग्जाम्स थोड़ा समझ में आते हैं because we were like most of our creators on our tech stack were also teaching government exams. So we said किया differentiated segments choose करेंगे. I think we also respected cash a lot. Both, I come from a very middle class family, and when you see 1000 CR in your bank, in your as in like your company's bank account, it is very easy to get carried away because you are like यार मैंने हम लोगों ने तो पिछले एक साल में let's say 500 crores raise करे हैं तो अगले साल भी हो जाएगा. अरे ऐसे नहीं चलती ना दुनिया. Like you have raised money because again as I was talking about वो timing of the market थी, what you were doing, EdTech was in a so-called bubble, so you got access to capital. Now you have to be very respectful of the capital. Just because you could raise 500 CR does not mean that you will burn 500 CR just like that. So I think our DNA was very coherent. Like when we had 50 CR in the bank versus today when we have more than 500 CR in the bank, I think our DNA is very, very similar. Like we were still as frugal, we were still as disciplined. We have had our own moments of weakness जहाँ पे like we would have also overspent on some things, but we were cognizant to not do it. Even the third thing that we did different was, even if we did something wrong, I think we are never afraid to say a sorry to ourselves first. Forget anybody else. We are the first people to basically go in and look into the mirror and say that, hey, like we've made this mistake. Can we cover this? And it's very easy for a founder to become delusional and absolutely egoistic in life कि यार मैं तो हमने इतनी बड़ी कंपनी क्रिएट कर ली, इतनी वैल्यूएशन हो गई, ये हो गई, हम तो कुछ गलत ही नहीं कर सकते. We are Midas touch. We said we are not Midas touch. Like every time we are right, that means that our probability of being right the next time is probably a little lower because law of averages will definitely catch up. So with every good thing, I become double scrutinized about the next thing I'm going to do because I'm like, yeah, law of averages will catch up and I have to be like double conscious of what we are doing. So I think that DNA, again, it's sort of a conservative, कुछ लोग इसको लाला डीएनए भी कह देते हैं. मुझे तो लाला डीएनए मतलब बहुत पसंद है. मतलब while people say कि यार you have to be new age, sexy, tech entrepreneurs, imagining the possibilities of the world 10 years down the line, I'm like, dude, somebody has given you money to create a good business. Your job does not बस cutting edge AI technology बनाने से धंधा नहीं बनेगा. तो that is just the bare minimum, right? So that was one thing. Fourthly, I think we were great in resisting FOMO and FAD, which is again very tough thing for a founder because somehow every founder think that they are in a competitive race against every other founder in the country. भाई फलाने ने एक कंपनी स्टार्ट करी, एक साल में 100 मिलियन की वैल्यूएशन हो गई, हम तो 3 साल से कर रहे हैं, हमारी 50 ही है. रेस है ही नहीं ना दोस्त. मतलब there are like sports is a race where let's say 10 people are competing and there are only 3 medals. So that's a zero sum game. Only 3 can win and the 3 will have to win at 7's cost. But professions like research, academics, startup building, arts, like India can also have like 15 great filmmakers at the same given point. Like filmmaking, for example, is not a zero sum game. Similarly, company building is not a zero sum game.
Of course,
if somebody else can build a company, you can also build a great company and vice versa. So we said कि यार FOMO नहीं करना लाइफ में कि भाई उसने इतने पैसे उठा लिए, उसने ये वाली कंपनी एक्वायर कर ली है. तो आता था कई बार प्रेशर में आता था कि यार तुम्हारे पास इतना कैश पड़ा है, चलो कंपनीज एक्वायर करते हैं. है ना, किसी फाउंडर को बड़ी थ्रिल आती है कि यार 30 साल के हैं और जाके कंपनी एक्वायर, like acquiring a company is like a chef buying vegetables. That game does not stop there. The real meat is when the chef essentially uses those vegetables to prepare a great dish. Similarly, for a founder, acquiring a company is not a celebration. It's a responsibility. You have to turn that company around and make it into a great success. So we are like, यार FOMO पे नहीं करना. Like if every chef in the world starts having a FOMO that they've bought great, everybody else is buying great vegetables, they'll make the wrong choices. And they'll buy vegetables at a much higher price. So we said कि यार ये सब नहीं करना. So I think insulating ourselves from the noise, being very humble and cognizant about the cash we had, being very grateful for the opportunity we had, and foremost of it, being able to look at ourselves and admitting a mistake when we had done that. I think like everybody, we have also made our own share of mistakes or things that we could have, let's say, done a little better. The only thing we did better was probably course correcting it far earlier than most other people. And there are people who have done it even better than us, and I have all the respect to them. So I said if I have to look for inspiration, पहली बात तो I will not look at competition. There is a popular saying that people at the bottom compete, people at the top collaborate. I said in between there is something called inspiration. First of all, I will not compete. I will take inspiration, and I will take inspiration from every founder in the country.
But there must have been stages to realizing that you've made it. You know, there have been stages to realizing कि यार this is shaping into something nice. कुछ बन रहा है, कुछ हो रहा है. What was that first moment जहाँ पे लगा कि अच्छा this is the moment of arrival, यहाँ पर आपने you must have told your co-founder कि यार अच्छा यहाँ पर फोड़ दिया, यहाँ पर हो गया. First moment.
यार एक ही बार आया आज तक ये, ठीक है, और उसमें भी प्रेशर ही ले लिया था हमने. I think The first month last year when we had hit profitability.
I understand you're setting very high standards for yourself. I understand. I completely get buy into that narrative.
Yeah.
But एक होता है ना मतलब एज अ यार फॉर अ लॉट ऑफ द एस्पायरिंग फाउंडर्स इन द कंट्री जो कि देख रहे
वो
होंगे
कब
इस
आता है,
समय
मैं बताता हूँ आपको कब आता है ये। जो आप मेरे से पूछो कि when do you feel very thrilled, that is the question.
थ्रिल नहीं मोमेंट ऑफ अराइवल एक होता है
मैं वो भी बताता हूँ आपको, वो बहुत इंटरलिंक्ड है. So for example this when Raja Rani coaching happened, right? We said that somebody was absolutely just a normal couple in the country running their own boutique shop, and suddenly by virtue of selling online courses they became a national star, and they had the guts to go on Shark Tank and reject a very like everybody wants deals from Shark Tank, right? तो Shark Tank पे जाना तो एक बात है, वो तो सब लोग एकदम खुश हो जाते हैं, बट Shark Tank पे तुम्हें एक डील मिली है और उसको ना कह पाना बहुत बड़ी बात होती है. It only happens when your customer has enough confidence in themselves and the product itself. ठीक है. Every time we see that there are hundreds users this year from Textbook who have successfully cleared government job examinations and they come from like really humble backgrounds and they've cracked their job. उस टाइम हमें बहुत थ्रिल आती है. So we know कि यार इनकी भी लाइफ में चेंज आएगा, फैमिली की लाइफ में भी चेंज आएगा, इनसे हम सीखेंगे तो हमारी लाइफ में भी चेंज आएगा, and then all of us will grow. So we, and as moral it may sound to you, I love when an entire ecosystem wins in ourselves, and I'm nobody to basically take care of nobody to be thinking about the entire Indian ecosystem, but when in the Class Plus, Textbook, Polaris, and whatever other brands we run, whenever we see successful outcomes because of the products that we have made, they also feel happy, we also feel happy, and I won't shy away. That is the day when I and our co-founder and our teams, all of us share a drink. I'm like, at that point we'll definitely share a drink because celebrating small victories is kind of a core principle at Class Plus.
Let's now dive into the rapid fire. अब इंटरस्टेलर देखिए ना. अरे यार मेरा पहला क्वेश्चन ही वेस्ट हो गया. What's the one thing about you that you're sure your employees hate?
यार मैं ओवर पैशनेट हो जाता हूँ एंड आई एम लाइक कि आई हैव अ टेंडेंसी दैट लेट्स गो ऑल इन एनीथिंग दैट वी बिलीव. फिर ना समय का, एनर्जी का कुछ मायने नहीं रहते, और वो एक है. और सेकेंडली मैं चलता बहुत तेज़ हूँ, तो मेरी एक आदत है कि लोगों से अगर डिस्कशन करना है मीटिंग रूम में करूँगा नहीं. मैंने कहा चलो चलते चलते बात करते हैं, और सांस हो जाती है लोगों की. तो पीपल हेट दैट. पीपल हैव इवन मेड अ मीम एंड पुट दैट ऑन लिंक्डइन.
What will you trade your Forbes 30 under 30 title for? An Oscar award for best director or a Padma Shri?
I would rather take it Padma Shri. मैं वो anyway मेरा लाइफ में मतलब पर्सनल विश
But
लिस्ट
you
है.
wanted to be a director also, no?
I
You had
will,
filmmaking aspirations, you still do.
I still do, but
ठीक है, okay, Padma Shri.
कोई नहीं, फिल्म फिर बात कर लेंगे थोड़ी सी. ठीक है.
If Class Plus was a street food stall, what would you be shouting to pull in the customers?
I go एक बार खाओगे बार बार आओगे.
And that's very true also. If I had to make a Netflix documentary on Mukul Rastogi's startup journey, what should the title be?
This is tough because I don't watch a lot of movies, but I actually have two in the mind. Anybody who's watching this and they know us well, comments में बता देना what is better. I think I would either choose between the Karate Kid और जो जीता वही सिकंदर. Bollywood भी, Hollywood भी है. Classic underdogs. I would really look forward कि what do people tell us in comments.
Would you rather buy an IPL team if you could, or be featured as one of the sharks in Shark Tank?
I would be featured as a shark so that I can make enough investments and then make enough money to buy that IPL team later. So, yeah.
So Shark Tank. Okay, what are the 3 brutal truths about the startup world that no one tells you until it's too late?
Yeah. Number 1, sales is more important than product building. Without great sales, a product is just a line of code. Secondly, a founder is a function of people. Like everything, like team comes above everything else. Team is basically what makes or breaks a startup. Thirdly, it's a 10-year journey before you even have a glimpse of making money. You should not do a startup just to make money. Your goal is to basically build something. Maybe you will build, then maybe you will survive, then maybe you will do well, and then maybe you will make money. So,
Fair enough.
money is the last reason somebody should
Okay.
pick up to do a startup.
If one of your competitors had to describe Class Plus, what would you think they would say?
They'd say cockroach. They would say Class Plus cockroach है, pivot मार लेता है, move कर लेता है, दौड़ता है, गिरता है, संभलता है, but मरता नहीं है, रुकता नहीं है, चलता रहता है.
That's great.
Or they would remember as the last man standing.
That's also nice. If you had to start from zero today, but couldn't do EdTech, what's the most ridiculous yet potentially successful startup idea you'd launch?
I would have loved to do a D2C brand. I still want to. मतलब I just because it's again like again, and that's a very enabler theme. Two people running a small shop, creating a good product, using internet can serve millions. So I love when underdogs win, and anybody like internet allows any underdog to basically open their D2C brand and win over the world. So I love D2C for that aspect.
Fair enough. What's a startup trend or buzzword you secretly find overrated or inconsequential but cannot admit?
Hockey stick curve.
What is that?
So every VC wants to basically invest in a company just before it goes viral. So your growth trajectory looks like this hockey stick curve. That's not. It's also called inflection point. Like that's overrated.
Just to add to that, point number 11. Give me 3 startup jargons that are just thrown randomly but make no sense.
Virality coefficient, product market fit.
I think 2 are enough. ठीक है तो भी चलेंगे. I remember starting our discussion with Saurav Ganguly, and I was probably guessing that अगर Saurav Ganguly is somebody who you associated with, maybe his leadership kind of had something to do with your style as well. But now that I've spoken with you, I think it's a mix of all the good cricket captains we've had. I think Ganguly का कुछ mix है, कुछ धोनी का भी है, कुछ अजहरुद्दीन का भी है. And from what I can see, वो विराट कोहली वाला aggression भी है. So there's a lot of leaders in you that I can see.
It is true, and I told you like my greatest hobby in life is actually to pick up whatever good we can. And just speaking of captains, because cricket is so a favorite topic, I can't let go of it. For example, I'll tell you like I don't know if I've said this on camera before or not, but while people credit 2000, like if I ask you who won the 2011 World Cup for you,
Yuvraj Singh.
yeah, like somebody would say Yuvraj Singh, somebody would say Sachin Tendulkar, somebody would say MS Dhoni, and people have their own, and nobody's wrong by the way. Like everybody played.
But
a
it's
part.
eventually a team game. Yeah.
If I had to put a name to that, I'd actually say that Saurav Ganguly won us the 2011
Oh,
World Cup.
that way, of course.
And
Absolutely.
I look at life
I absolutely wholeheartedly agree.
because I don't look at life in 1 year or 2 year frames. I look at life as a decade. 2011 was a 2001 to 2011 decade.
Yeah.
If you look at the 2011 team, right from Sehwag to Harbhajan to Zaheer to Yuvraj to a couple of more.
Everybody handpicked by Saurav Ganguly, nurtured by Saurav Ganguly.
Exactly. Then there are people
Backed by Saurav Ganguly.
Yeah, then there are people like Raina also who were, let's say, handpicked by Dhoni, and like there were a couple of more cricketers, right? But I'm like, while everybody has their own heroes of who won us the 2011 World Cup, people forget that you're looking at the fruit that the tree delivered, but there was a big component of the guy who essentially planted the roots of it, and that was like 40% of your team at least. So I say that is one thing that I've picked from Dada, and it like he had irrational and I think between like in our case also when we first met him we were like what 28, 29. And I think that is what he also liked about us. I hope so. He's still, I've never checked this with him, but he said that you and your co-founder, and like you both of us, like, and he like when we first met him, he said both of you remind of like young players that I've supported, and I love backing young folks and like letting them go the distance. He has done that with his team, and I think it also combined with the fact that we were 25, 27 years when we started our company. Somebody put money in us for the first time. And that is why in Class Plus I say that although as much as I respect hierarchy and experience, but that is necessarily not sufficient. If there is a 28-year-old guy or a 25-year-old girl or a 30-year-old lady who can do that job as well and is extremely coachable and willing to learn, why the heck do you have to place an age to qualify people on what can they do and what are they allowed to be called? For example, and that is why I love sports. Like one of the reasons I love sports, that they are extremely meritocratic. In a same team of 11 people at cricket, you will have somebody who's 36-year-old, but you will also have somebody like a Jaiswal who's 22 years old.
Yeah.
And anybody who's good enough gets to play. There is nothing called that a 22-year-old can't play, a 25-year-old cannot be an all-rounder, or a 23-year-old cannot be a captain. Like people who show the promise that they can do the job, they essentially get a chance. Whether they deliver or not is their destiny, their skill. And I think that I always used to believe in, because like when I saw that during childhood, Saurav Dada doing that to players, and when we also saw that in our journey that somebody put money in us when we were like mid-20s. I said, and that is why if you look at Class Plus, even today's the average age of the company would be 28, 29. We had our ESOP buyback last year. The youngest person who cashed out their stocks and participated in stock buyback was 23 years old. Imagine a 23-year-old person जो startup में है उसके stocks vest हुए और उसको वही stock से पैसे मिल गए. Now that person will in their life will never take a job choice just because of CTC. They will always say कि भाई कैश तो है, ESOP भी बताओ क्या, और अगर अच्छे कंपनी है तो भाई ESOP लेने के लिए मैं कैश भी छोड़ूंगा. And that might basically compound into a big decision where he or she might retire actually at 30. I think what we essentially want to do is that all the underserved segments, like in fact not even underserved segments, any place where we think we can impact any learner's life in whatever they are doing, whether they are preschool, whether they are during school, whether they are just entering undergrad, whether they're doing postgrad, whether they need financial support for, or let's say credit, or they're let's say preparing for their government examinations or whatever. We know and because all of us have been students in our life, like we know that entire life cycle. Now there are some places where the students also, like where the learners also need us. We do a Venn diagram intersection of where do the learners need us versus what we can, and versus if we have the right cash and expertise. And if this is the right timing for the market. So combined with the consumer's need versus the company's ability versus the opportunity timing. If anything fits in the intersection of that, we'll go and do it. But we won't do anything till the point it fits in all these three things. जब तक हमें कुछ करना नहीं आता, जब तक कंज्यूमर को उसकी ज़रूरत नहीं है, और जब तक उस मार्केट की टाइमिंग सही नहीं है, तब तक we won't do it. But anything that fits in the intersection of, so I live my life very in maths, equations, graphs, frameworks, and grids. भाई बिल्कुल सटा सटा फ्रेमवर्क है. I don't take choices out of emotion just because किसी ने कोई धंधा कर दिया तो चलो हम भी जाके करेंगे.
Very well said, yeah, Mukul. I mean, I think the second season of the podcast that we do with you, not the podcast, this conversation can solely be focused on cricket. I think let's discuss cricket at length, and hopefully by then Claspers has got a lot more acquisition offers that you've rejected, and the valuation has multiplied by leaps and bounds. That was really, and I mean it was a wonderful session. Just being able to talk numbers, talk life, and talk business with you. आधी चीज़ें मुझे समझ नहीं आती in terms of numbers, but then the passion and the investment that you have in the brand as a hands-on leader is very, very visible, and I think that is what is coming across in the results. And I think that's what your team is believing in you.
Again, it's all for the team, by the team.
Fabulous. Thank you so much, Mukul. It was a pleasure.
Thank you.
मतलब मुझे लगा 40 फिल्में देखी है, इंटरस्टेलर तो एक होगी उनमें से.
उसमें खुद डेविड धवन की है. ठीक है तो
ओह, उस पे करेंगे क्विज.
याद नहीं, मुझे बहुत पहले था.
अच्छा, I call it the Cooper test. Cooper test is Interstellar when Cooper is stuck in the black hole. He can see himself from some time ago, some years ago. Okay, and then he's screaming, "No, don't do that." Cooper test is if you are stuck in that black hole and you're seeing yourself from 6 years ago. What is making you scream, "Don't do that"?
Only 6 years ago. You're talking about the
6 years ago. भाई रैपिड फायर था.